There's anybody on YouTube yet, but I'm trying to get on Facebook, and it won't let me. Oh, come on. Well, nobody's anywhere yet. Hi, YouTube. I'm trying to get on Facebook yet. I may have to reboot this thing to get this going. I don't know why. It's a little funky. Funky, funky, monkey. Funky, monkey. Restart. So who's on YouTube? As I get Facebook going again. It's a mystery person. I hear the band. That's the band, Johnny. I got a lot of stuff I want to cover. I found a lot of new things this week and did a lot of work for other, research for clients and stuff like that. We've got a bunch of articles too I want to go over with you guys that are good. This is what affects your life. What's going on in the society really affects where the opportunities are. And that means where the opportunities are, it means that where you can or cannot get money. So that's why it's good, I think, to keep. Oh, hi, Mike. Hi, Mr. Lesko. Matthew is good. Mr. Lesko's my father. He's died. Oh, gosh, 20-some years ago, I guess. So that's been a long time. Long time caller, first time. No, long time listener, first time caller. Let's see. I'm trying to get on YouTuber, but it won't let me. Okay, let's see. Facebook. I'm on YouTube. Okay, that's good. Mike, do you have a question? Well, I could help you before I get started because it's easier now. Because I could just help you with the question. What's your question? What's the most important thing you want to know, Mike? That I can maybe help you with. Never know. Huh? What do you want to know, Mike? Tell me, Wanda. Tell me, Wanda. How can I help you? What is it? Do you have all the money you need? Is your heart fulfilled? You have everything you need in your heart and your wallet? You have all those done? Yeah, it's a constant struggle, and that's why I want to be here to be able to help that and shake things up when you need it, give you sources when you need it. Nobody has the perfect answer, but I think what we give each other is possibilities that we didn't think of. And then those possibilities, when we go and follow up on them, then it may lead to something else we never even know. And that's what I think all of life is not getting the perfect answer, but getting possibilities uh, that may lead to something you didn't think about. Still have to catch up on all your past posts. Oh, oh my goodness. Yeah, I guess I put out too much. Should I put out less? Maybe that's it. Okay, let's see. Let me get this. See if I get the live going on Facebook. That's okay. No, because you should. To me, I give posts to jog your brain about, hey, I was thinking of something like that, and maybe he knows about this. See, I don't know the questions in your heart that you really have. So that's what I hope when I put out a lot of stuff. I'm really hoping that, oh, maybe that jogs you about something you really want to know about, think that really could help you. And that's what I'm hoping. I don't know why that doesn't work. That doesn't work. Let's see if this works over here. Switch my computers. Let's see if this one lets me do it. In technology, we become slaves to it. It's supposed to solve a lot of our problems, but we just wind up being slaves to technology. I'm a slave to technology. And then plus they're going to drive us around now, huh? That's going to be a lot different. Ain't it now? Ain't it? Ain't it? That's a terrible word, isn't it? Ain't it? Ain't it? Ain't it a terrible word? Really interested in your real estate advice. Real estate advice. I found some really neat things about real estate recently. And I think people should know about them. Let's see. I got to switch. I want to get one thing is tiny homes. Now, this is a big area, a growth area in our country. I don't know where you live, Mike, but in Washington, D.C., we just changed the laws. You could have more than one home on a single family plot, piece of real estate. And so if you could have more than one home, that means your price of real estate taxes and everything, whether you have 2 or 3 homes on the same land. So in the backyard, because we're getting so crowded in some cities, prices are going up so high, people can't afford them. But if you put a little house in your backyard, now there's, this is becoming a big thing, and you get a little mortgage on it, and, you can put it like a house for like $50,000, $70,000, $80,000. It's a small one, but people live it. And then your mortgage is like $400, but people can live and they'll pay, well, actually, the government will pay you $1,200 to put people up, because the government's always looking for houses to put people up, and they pay all the rent. So you could make $1,200 from the government. Have somebody living in your backyard with a complete separate place. You live in an apartment, people are this close to you. So what the heck's in a backyard is the same thing, and it's just cool beans, I think. And also, even if you rent it on Airbnb, you can make money by just renting it for 3 or 4 days, and that's all you need. I don't know if Baltimore has it. You have to check. If you're a member, are you a member, Mike? Because I could send you a report on the people who do this. Let's see, I may even have the, here's a company here that does it. So it's just to learn. You may want to use them, may not want to use them. eLUVIAL. eLUVIAL. And they're on Facebook. And they could get you up and running in about 2-3 months, kind of thing. Help you with the mortgage, all that kind of stuff. But even still, that you want to shop. You don't want to just use them. But it's important, to shop around for that. Okay, so we're there. Anybody on Facebooker? Facebooker, hooker, Facebooker. Yeah, Johnson. So does that help you? Now here's another thing on Okay, so many micro housing or small homes, they call it, additional accessory dwelling units. Accessory dwelling units. See, ADU, accessory dwelling units. And so this means that you get a mortgage on this, 400, I mean, this, um, $50,000, $60,000. So you're paying about $400 a month in mortgage, but you're bringing in $1,200 a month. Man, that's crazy not to do that, right? Not yet. Too broke, but I do sit through your commercials. Oh, thank you. That's okay. I give a lot of information you could follow up on through that. So there are so many things like now, even like in Maryland, you're in Baltimore. Maryland has a program that you have to have student debt for them to give you money to buy a house. So that means you have to have, listen to that, you have to have student debt for them to give you money to buy a house. Now, isn't that crazy? You just don't know to ask about that kind of stuff. Now, here's another housing thing, is that investors will help you with down payment. So you don't have to have much money for down payment or whatever, because they're bringing you, they become a partner. These investors become a partner with you. And what they do is give you like $50,000 or more for a down payment. So now you have a lot of money for a down payment. And with that down payment money, then your mortgage monthly is lower. So if you only put $10,000, that's another $40,000 in down payment. So that means a smaller mortgage. So you can get your mortgage down $100 a month or so. And then because of a big down payment, you don't need to pay insurance. So homeowners insurance, because you have such a big down payment, you don't have to have no. So that's another $100 to $2,000 lower. So you're getting into a more expensive house at cheaper money. I mean, at cheaper monthly payments. But what happens? They become a silent partner until you sell the house. Then they get a percentage of the profit on the house. See, most houses are going up, right? And so what they want to do is be in for the long run and share in 20, 30, or whatever it is, years that you sell the house. And then a percentage of that growth goes to them too. But more importantly, you're getting a bigger house than you can. More importantly, you're getting a smaller monthly payment, for a bigger house than you can. Now that's cool beans. Now also what they have in housing that I think is cool is that people will give you money to use part of your house as an Airbnb. Now I live in an apartment downtown. We have 2 apartments downtown on separate floors, actually. That's the way to stay married. And we went out on Airbnb and just made a ton, did very well on it. So if you buy a big enough house and use one of the bedrooms as an Airbnb, they give you money for that. And you don't have to pay them back except through the money. You split the money you get on Airbnb. Okay, so of course this won't work everywhere in the country, but there's a lot of places it does. Yeah, and this is the kind of thing that's happened. So again, you have an investor. So you pay them off the $50,000 or whatever. They help you buy the house. You rent out Airbnb. In 3 years, they're paid off, and you still keep making money for the rest of your life on the Airbnb thing. So you have to think of the new ways to do that. Talk about mini homes. Los Angeles, you had a grant last year of $75,000 to help you build a mini house in your backyard. Because particularly in the big cities, we are hurting for housing. So housing is getting incredibly expensive. People can't afford it. So we have to find new ways. So we can't have just one dwelling on a piece of property. We got to put more there. So instead of condos, single family units, you put 2 or 3 buildings. And actually, I think early on, early in the 20th century, we had 1 family, 4 family houses, things like that. That was very prevalent back then. I remember growing up, there were a lot of families that 1, 2, 3, 4 family homes. So we're getting back down to that. And it's not so much the expense, but yes, it is, because it's going up in prices. So that's the kinds of housing things. And don't forget the biggest, if you're an investor or looking for investors, there's a lot of websites where you can put your property there, you want to flip it or whatever. And actually, I have a report I came out with too that members could take advantage of. It is the Nice Banks report. Banks that give you grants and no interest loans. And so that has all this stuff for peer-to-peer loans too for housing. But another thing it has in there is, what was I going to say? But grants that give you down payment money. So if you're saving for down payment money, you put in $1, they'll put in like $5 or $3 or whatever it is on the bank extra to help you build a down payment for your house, or to go to school, college, or to start a business, stuff like that. So to help you invest, they do that. I look up you on site to join very soon. Oh, thank you, Mike. Yeah. Well, whether you're a member or not, what's nice about the membership though is that I now have right now a listing of 17 reports that you could have right away, as members. And that's why if you just want the list and choose them, like here's one of the new ones, is housing for seniors in St. Louis. I mean, there's so many, and this just shows you about just for seniors in St. Louis that they don't have to pay money or down payments and stuff like that. So it gives you an idea what to look for where you are. See, I do a lot of individual housing research reports. And so what I do is let people try to share these with people. And then you see, hey, if that is in St. Louis, I wonder what's where I am. That's what I'm trying to do, is unlock the potential where you are. You don't know what it is, and it takes digging. But if you see, hey, this is somewhere else, well, then maybe this is in my neighborhood too. And actually, I just completed a complete report about 200 programs, money and help, if you want to live in rural areas. There's a lot of energy given to small towns and rural areas that we have to keep alive, whether it's getting them Wi-Fi or whatever. So if people want to get out of the city, like my son is like that, because he wants to build his own house. He doesn't want to buy a house already done. No, it'd be fun building his own. and that is, and the other thing I just put up is about how credit card companies or credit repair, credit, what do you call them, people? Oh, why do I forget so easily? Debt relief, that's the word. Now, if you saw my video in the last couple of days, the #1 debt relief business in America. So this is the biggest, in dollar size, the biggest customer base and everything for helping people with debt relief. They were just sued for $25 billion by the government. So this isn't just some nasty customer. This is the government said they were scamming people. So this is, well, if you Google right now, you go into Google right now and put in debt relief and see what you get. And you're going to get over 108, I think it's 108 million websites. 108 million websites in debt relief. You hear that? 108 million websites. So if you look at the first one is this company who is just been fined because they're ripping off people. So they're scam artists. Yeah. And that's, so if you're looking for help for something like that, particularly financial services, I think are the worst. I'd love to join your site. Do you have anything specifically to help with grants and funding for real estate investments and also provisional patents for inventors? Yes, I have all that. Yes, Jonathan. I just did a report on, also I found out how to get free attorney help even after you get a provisional. There's free attorneys now too that people don't know about to help. There's people that help you develop your patent, whatever, that you don't have to go to an invention company. Never go to an invention company. That's terrible. So these debt relief companies, if the biggest one with the most customers and everything, and winds up #1 on Google, is a $25 million scam artist. Wow, you got to be careful. And the average person can't deal with that, people. I mean, you go to Google trying to find help, and oh, here's a company, and they say, oh, they're great they are, and they'll call you up, and you call them, and they'll be so nice, and all this kind of stuff will go on. Everybody will be hunky dory, and you wind up being a scam artist because you don't know. You're lazy. You think they're nice, okay, and whatever, but you can't. You can't operate that way. Google wants money. Google is there to make as much money as possible, okay? They have investors. Everybody who invests in Google wants more money, okay? Google wants more money to make their investors happy. They want more money to make their bank account bigger, and they could do more things, okay? So they're all around money, okay? So if you're looking for something like debt relief, the more money you spend on debt relief means the more money Google makes. Okay, so if there's a company that's scamming you, that means the company is going to spend more money on Google because they know they could scam you and get more money. I've heard debt relief on credit reports says flagged, not wiped clean. I don't know what that means, Mike, but if you need help with that, that's why I have a free report. It's a 2019 Get Out of Debt Free. So you never use a debt relief company. You could use these free services that the government has and help you with that, to know the facts. Don't take, even the biggest, if the biggest company in the business is a scam, how could you trust anything, right? And they're supposed to be the biggest, smartest, and whatever. So don't. Here's what to do. If you're not a member, here's what to do. Go to HUD.gov, G-O-V, okay? Go to HUD.gov and put in counseling. Okay, now see, this is what, and here's another important thing. I said .gov, G-O-V, not .com. If you don't know the industry in business, if you haven't been playing in that industry yourself for the last, couple of years, do not go to any website that is a .com. Maybe that's stupid to say, but I don't think so. Because the average person is not armed well enough to deal with it. It's sort of like if the #1 ranked debt relief company is on top of the Google list, and that's where people will go to, and they're ripping people off, how the hell are anybody supposed to deal with this? The average person can't. So here's one thing to do. You just never go, and they're a .com. And I look, after you put debt relief, you look for that. And in the first 3 pages, I saw everybody on that list was in a .com. There was one that was a .org, and that was a sham. You get into the website, and they're really a .com. They're selling shit. See, a .org or a .gov does not sell anything. Do not get money from you. It's only the .coms have to live, but they have to survive by getting money from you. The .orgs and the govs, they don't have to get money from you. They've already been paid. They've been paid by grants, by the government, things like that. So they don't have to get money from you. They're there to help you for free, but you'll never find them in Google, because they're not going to advertise to be #1. That guy who's is scamming you for $25 million is #1 there, okay? And so that's who you're going to find. And you're not going to find the .coms, the .govs or the .org. So you go to HUD.org, and in their search within their HUD.gov, in their search for HUD.gov, put in counseling, and then you'll see a whole map of the United States about how to find free debt counselors where you are. It's a place to start. What I do in my report that I give out to members for free is not only help with credit card debt, business debt, debt for IRS debt, debt for student loan debt, business debt, personal debt, all these debt places. There's reports like 50, 60 pages of sources that are all free to help you with that. I'm going to join Let's Go Help because I need all the help I can get. We all need help, Jason. Yeah, I do too. Man, all different kinds. And that's why I've been studying this stuff for 40 or 50 years. And the most important, this is why I go live to YouTube, is not only to help to try to get members, but also to educate people. Because even if you don't join me, then you'll realize, hey, there is something out there. And you're willing to put in the work, you can find a lot of this yourself. But first of all, you have to know what the hell to ask for. This is why we're the question mark suit, right? If you don't know what to ask for, you'll never find it. So all you're going to do is put in grants. And that's another thing. The best way to get a grant in America is to don't ask for a grant. You hear that? Oh, hi from Philly. Well, I'm from Wilkes-Barre. If you're from Philly, you probably know Wilkes-Barre. Okay, now isn't that bizarre? I said that the best way to get a grant is to never ask for a grant. And that's true, because the 80% of the free money that the government gives out is not even called grants. So you're asking, I don't even know all the names of this other stuff they give. So when you call any of these organizations, and that's another thing, people don't realize they want to do everything online and stuff like that. You're not going to get as much as you can unless you get on the telephone and start calling people. That's how you get a lot of help. You don't get it online because then they can't relate to you as a human. People want to help human beings. They don't want to help robots. And that's what the internet is making robots out of all of us, right? So people don't want to help robots. They want to help humans. And that's important. Oh, I see what's happened. I haven't been live. I was wondering, where is everybody on Facebook? Yeah, because I forgot to click on go live on Facebook. Now I'm live on Facebook. I'm sorry, guys. So I just spent 25 minutes, and I thought I was live on Facebook. I wasn't. So I apologize. So what I'm trying to do is go over the 17 reports that are available to anybody that's a member. If you're not a member, again, you can find this kind of stuff, by searching yourself, and just stay away from anything that is a .com. You don't want to do a .com. And then you also want to call people on the phone. And the key to getting government money for free is don't ask for a grant, okay? Now let me tell you this list of free reports we have. So if anybody wants to ask me about something right now for where they are, be welcome to. Here's the reports, okay? 27 grants and programs in your state to get a better job. So this is all the programs that's available for anybody in state. I have it broken down by state. So members, just tell me the state you're in. And don't say, I'm in confusion state. No, tell me what state, like Pennsylvania, Milwaukee, or no, that's not a state, Wisconsin, whatever. Okay, the 2019 government programs to help you get out of any debt, credit card debt, student loan debt, IRS debt, mortgage debt, business debt. Okay, that's a free report I give the members, okay? The best government giveaways that can increase your wealth and income in the government. So I have a special report that I did that I identified a whole bunch of ways that you can make extra money with surplus property and all kinds of, you get free lighthouses from the government, stuff like neat stuff from the government that I have. So increase your wealth. Now that's a free report. How about free and low cost sources for healthcare, drugs, dental care, and pet care. Okay, this is a free report for members. Just tell me what state you're in, and I'll show you all the programs in your state for, and even people that will help you, beat your medical bills. You want to beat your bills, or how to get free and low-cost dental care where you live. Okay, that's every state has that. I have it for every state for you. So if you're a member, you just ask me what. That's why I think this member thing I'm trying to do for $20, man. I'll give you the world. And you can drain me for 30 days and never worry about it. You get $5,000 worth of stuff. Yeah. Okay. Here's how to get free cash for your nonprofit using Bitcoin. Okay. Everybody hears about Bitcoin, but now I have a report that shows you if you're a nonprofit, this is the one of the best places to get money, because they could give you Bitcoins for without any capital gains, and then plus when they give it to you, you open up a wallet. It costs nothing. It costs $0 to have a wallet. They call it. It's sort of like a bank account, a Bitcoin account. So they can put the Bitcoins in there, and just by pressing a button, you get it in US dollars. With a very low, umpteen percent or whatever. So and these Bitcoin millionaires are looking for people to help, right? They don't know what to do, I'll do with all their money. So this is a place that nobody else is going. Everybody goes to old fuddy-duddy white rich people to do that. They're boring, right? So now you can deal with hip people who want to help the country too. Or here, get $8,000 grant to become your own marketing expert. An $8,000 grant to become your own marketing expert. And that report not only shows you that, but it shows you everything, how to get free courses from Facebook or YouTube, or even $10,000 marketing dollars a month to advertise. And that's for nonprofits. But still, man, you go to joint venture with a nonprofit. Okay. Okay, here are the first 3 steps to take to get out of any financial emergency. Okay, now we all have financial emergencies sometime, okay? Now what I do here is show you step by step the offices to contact that have financial emergencies. Like I just did one in Wisconsin. They have emergency money up to $1,600. $1,600 you get if you need money so you don't lose your job, or like you gotta fix your car or whatever, or to get a job or things like that. See, this is $1,600 emergency money. People don't know about that. They're going to go to payday loan, gangsters or whatever to do that. No, you don't have to. New law called opportunity zones creates cash for small business. These opportunity zones, brand new law just a couple months ago, around the country now. You start a business in that area, then fat cats could invest in you and don't have to pay property, capital gains tax. So they don't have to pay capital gains if your business is there. So you want to know about them, because then it's easier to get fat cats and partners in your business, because they'll make 30% more investing with you than they would anybody else, because they don't have to pay capital gains cap. How to stop student debt harassment? Okay, you have student debt loans, people harassing you. How to do that? I'm disabled. I have bad credit due to my medical bills. How can I get help for home repairs or to buy a new home? All those, Jason, if you're a member, I could get you all of that. If you're not a member, there's a couple of places you could start. You start by going to 211, and all these places may or may not help, so you don't know. And you go to your local library, your reference librarian, have them do some research for you. They're all free. And then you call your elected official, your congressmen and senators. So if you don't have, if you're not a member and can't afford that, they're the places I would start if I were you. Okay, here's the top 10 places for money and help for any nonprofit. If you're ever thinking about starting a nonprofit, this is the report for you. It shows you, has dozens of videos. See, what my reports do too, they also have videos. You don't have to read a lot. I explain it to you. I have interviews of government officials who are handing out the money, and they tell you all about this stuff. So if there's no other reports like this, I think, in the world. Yeah, because I go around the country or even the world interviewing people and government officials, and people use the money and all this kind of stuff. And I've been doing this for 30, 40 years now, actually. I'm trying to see if I'm on live. Oh, gosh, I'm so screwed up. I can't tell. Likes your live video. Oh, a few seconds ago, so I guess I am live. Or maybe it doesn't show from, oh yes, there it is. Okay, I am there. Oh, Yuri, how are you? Nice to see you. Okay, so the student debt around, top to any nonprofit. And see, actually for anything, I mean, you want to help kids in the neighborhood. You want to help single moms in the neighborhood. You want to help anything, fat people in the neighborhood. It doesn't matter. There's government programs that the government gets a whole bunch of money called the Community Development Block Grant. They give to the counties, and they deal it out to people who want to solve problems. Right now you have to apply. You may not get it, but that's true for anything. Bernie Sanders wants the banks to bail out the American people of student loan debts as the American people bail out the banks for student credit. Yes, well, who knows what's wrong? I know student debt is a big problem. If Matthew, how's it going, buddy? I emailed you with my information that I wanted to get and give an email address just to let you know. When did you email me, Ross? And what's the email address so I could look? Can you put in here what's the email, or just send me another email? So and here's the email. Lesko, LESKO, free radio @gmail.com. And here, if anybody wants to join or not a member of Let's Go Help yet, it's www.free.lesgo.com/LetsGoHelp. Okay, so www.free.lesgo.com/LetsGoHelp. And now that we have, I was smart enough to click on on Facebook and get us live there. We're going over the 17 reports that are now available. And there's about 20, 25, but this is the list that I sent around to members. Okay, the 4 places to get money and help for any business. Jason, if you pursue energy assistance, you may qualify for energy repairs. Yes, there's a whole bunch of things, Jason, at the state level, and that's why it's county level too, city level. But she's right about the energy assistance, but it doesn't matter. It's you don't care about being energy efficient. That doesn't matter, but they give you money to fix it up so you are energy efficient. And then that way you cut your utility bills too. That's what that's for. So, okay, 4 places, the 4 best places for you to start in getting help for your business. And that's number 1 is the Small Business Development Center. And I have a free report. It's about 50, 70 pages, I think it is, on how to use these sources, because they will help you with anything to do. Like if you're an inventor, earlier someone was an inventor, they'll help you with that. Starting a business, being a freelancer, you want to start a nonprofit, or how to write a business plan, what the tax problems are, or is my business efficient or not? They help you analyze. I mean, anything you have, they're there to help your business grow, and they do it for free. But if you go and Google for that, how to get a government contract, they'll help you with that. Anything like that, yeah. But if you go and Google, you'll probably get some, scam people who will be number 1 because they knew how to get number 1 on the results, and they're going to get your money. And you don't have to give money to anybody. How to find grants from rich local people who want to help the community. Now, this is interesting. And I think, my husband is a teacher. Can he get a grant for expenses? Yes, I mean, actually, there's crowdfunding platforms for that too, but there's other ways to do that. And you may even want to do this way, because if you're looking for maybe set up your own fund for teachers' expenses. Now, this report that shows how to find grants from local rich people who want to help the community. Now, this is something that I show people how there's two databases that are available in the United States that show you where all the foundations are. What's a foundation? A foundation is a nonprofit that gives money to other people to do things, okay? And so now you could go and find all those people, and you start in your state, because people will more likely give you money if they're local. So you find these foundation people, and there's a lot of like rich people who have an extra couple $1 million, and they want to do something good in the world, because we have a lot of rich people now, right? And they can't spend all their money. Oh, the poor people can't spend all their money. Oh, so they want to feel good about things, and so they give it away, some of it. Yeah. So what you want to do, you could find those. Your public library has 2 databases. Actually, one of the databases you could use at home, that's called GuideStar.com, because they make money out of it. They sell the database, but you could get enough of it, that's free. If you want all the little details, then they charge. And the other one is called the Foundation Center. And both of those are usually at libraries too, the full thing. So if you want to see all the details, but to start, you probably don't need all the details. So you could just go look for foundations in your area that are interested in education. So your husband is a teacher, say, why don't you start a fund at your school? So you get somebody who's going to donate, $15,000 for teachers in that high school to have extra spending money, on school supplies. That's reasonable. Yeah. And so you're doing that work, finding fat cats. It's not selfish, sure, you have supplies, but now look at, you're helping the entire school too, not only yourself. And that, I think, is very, very doable. And you could go, people are interested in helping with education. I mean, God, particularly if somebody's down the street or whatever, doesn't know what to do with $100,000. You sound like a great thing to do. And that's what life is. Thinking of a great thing to do and then trying to make it happen. And that's the fun part of life. Okay, learn free money research techniques. What you should know before you begin looking for free money sources on the internet. Mike, are already a philanthropist, change your thinking. Mary, that's great. I love to be a philanthropist someday. But you can't. But see, what you can do now is don't wait until your boat comes in for you. No. The boat came in to other people. You get them. You be the organizer to get their money to put it to good use, okay? The things that you want done in life, So you use other people's money to fix problems that you think have to be solved. Don't wait, when I get $1 million, I'm going to solve this problem. No, you're going to do it right now, tomorrow morning, right now. Actually, in 20 minutes when we finish here, you just hang up the phone and start working on that. You can do it right today. You don't have to wait for your boat to come in. No, the boat's in. You have to just go out and look for it. And this just takes banging away. It's like getting a date or anything else. You have to knock on the doors of 100 people and you eventually get a yes. No magic, just hard work. And it doesn't take money to do it. That's the other thing. Everybody says, I want to raise $100,000 and do things, but I'll wait till I have another lot of money. No, don't do that. Nothing will get done in life. Okay, research techniques. This is very important. I'm going to spend more time in my life trying to train people how to do research because we don't know. We think everybody's on the internet. But we talked about earlier, if you're going on the internet, the number one answer to your problem is a scam. This is not a good way to find stuff. You have to get on the phone. You talk to people that are already doing this or whatever and try to find out the best thing. So like me, you go and look for a grant on the internet. You're going to spend the next 10 years trying to figure out what it is, right? Where the stuff is and run around in circles or nothing. Come to me, I give you a report. Okay, here are the 10 things to check. I know, I've been studying this shit for 40 or 50 years or whatever it is. And that's what you need to do all the time. And that's what you need to do with people, because the people that I give you, everyone's not going to give you money. So what you do is when people don't give you money, then you ask them who else, because they even will know better than me because they're in that business, know other people do this or whatever. And so they're a better source of potential funds for you than even I am. I narrow it down to 10. Now when we take that 10 and get to 30 or 40 for you, and then the good 30 or 40, not the 120 million that you're going to find in Google. How do you write a business grant? You don't have to worry about writing anything. Do not worry when you're looking for money. Do not worry about writing. No, that's the easy part. First of all, 90 or probably 80% of all the government programs are only fill in the blanks. They're only 3 pages of fill in the blanks. That's it. Some are bigger, and then you worry about if you get a bigger one. Then there's people that help you for free, small business development centers, everything. That if you're worrying about that now, that's sort of like buying a prom dress before you're invited to the prom. Find the source of money first, and then worry about filling out the other thing. To fill in the blank, yes, Mary, don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. Don't buy the prom dress. Get an invitation. You got to find the hard part of doing things is not filling out the application. That's stupid to worry about. But people put that in your head. So a lawyer will tell you, oh, you're going to be sued. And that's stupid to worry about too. You got to find out where the hell the money is. And so that's why you find out where you're going to get money first before you worry about anything else. Before you incorporate, don't become an LLC. Don't become anything except some person looking for where am I going to get money for this thing. That's all you worry about. Don't worry about legal. Don't worry about accounting. You're not doing anything. So why the hell care? And then when somebody says, okay, we want to give you lots of money. And they say, are you incorporated? No, but it will be. I'll be back in the morning. And you go do it then. Yeah. You don't know if they want to do that or not. Yeah. So you're guessing. Yeah. Joe, what to do? Jared, do you want to do? What do you want to do? Okay, I want to join your paid resource. Well, thank you, Jose. That www.free. Yeah, free.letsgo. Yeah, this is the best service. I mean, I've been doing this for 40 years or something like that now, and sold millions and millions of books. This is where I'm really able to help people. And so, like here, how to find a legit website to make an extra $1,700 a month at no cost. Okay, I've done the research. I've researched for 40 years. You're looking in for a place to make extra money or something, and you're going to run into, hundreds of millions of people that are going to promise you money as long as you give them money. And 100% of them are going to be scams, okay? And you're not going to get anything. I do is a member of Let's Go Help, and it's $20 because I want to stay alive and be able to support myself in doing this. And if it's not worth it, then I want to think of something else to do. So if my work is not of value to anyone, then I should be doing something else in society. And that's what's neat about capitalism. It tells you if you're of value to somebody. And I want to be cheap. I want to be $20. I mean, people say I should charge $2,000. I don't want to be the $2,000 guy. I want to be the $20 guy and help people for that. And so I've done that. So now I give you a report. And this report shows you where to take a free class online of how to make money on the internet. And it's really in the gig economy. It's not, and it costs you nothing. And people who fill that course make an average of like $1,700 to $18 a month after they finish the course. And it doesn't take long at all. And it's a free course, and the services are free. I mean, the gigs you get, you don't have to give anybody money until somebody gives you money, then you give them a little bit of that. That's how everything happens. You are of value to us. Thank you, Mary. So that's very important to me. And that's all I want to do for the next 20 years. And that's why it seems that on Facebook, this is how people really get it easily. This is sort of like I've had websites before, and try to do a service like this and never flew, but this seems to be catching. Got to roll, stay well. Okay, Mike. Andrew, I'll be studying for smarter questions and directions. Good. Just keep asking stupid ones. I don't know all the questions. I don't know the answers too. Questions are harder than the answers. But I'll be here 20 more years, Mike, so don't worry. Okay, now here's another report. 28 stories of creating a living income in the USA with no boss and no cost. Now, I've really interviewed maybe about 200-300 people like this all over the world that just started little ways to make money themselves at home, on the internet, and with little to no money, okay? And so these are 28 stories that you could watch, and I interview them. They're Skype interviews. They're people all over the country, some even over around the world. Your rhythm is great in signing up. Thank you, Meg. And you could watch those stories to see, hey, I mean, like a teacher, she was teaching, there's a teacher here, and she started this little business about, she wanted to make makeup. And so she was just making it in her bathroom. And she got so big that now she's hiring other teachers who are quitting their job and coming to her house and make makeup and sell it out of her bathroom, This is the way people are living nowadays. Or this artist who was in upstate New York, she said she lives in a town where there's more cows than people. So who wants to pay an artist? So she worked at Home Depot, for about 6-8 months while she was selling her art online, all for free. And she was able to, start making enough money after, 6-8 months to give up the job at Home Depot. That's the kind of thing it is. It's not all once. There's a lot of ways to do it. And that's why I think if you're saying, I need $100,000 to do something, that's one way of doing it. But there's other ways to do it. And if you don't have the $100,000, then you start exploring these other ways. You don't need money to do anything in this life. You need to know about the options and how to do it without anybody. See, all you need in business is a customer. You don't need anything else. Yeah. I mean, there's some business you do. You want to start a utility company. You need something that makes electricity, right? But no, we're all selling services or whatever, or piece goods that we build ourselves. That's all. And now, like, if there's something you want to do, you don't even have to make it. I mean, you just have to make one and put it on a crowdfunding site and get monies so you can go manufacture it. So all you have to do is one, and all that costs nothing to do. And I think it's the smartest way to do anything. I'm down and interested. Saw you on Letterman many moons ago. Wow, Rosie, yes, that was, I just came across it on YouTube. They have it. Well, that was like in the 90s. I did Letterman. I forget, it was maybe 7 times or something like that. It was, they would use me when somebody canceled. So at the last minute, they find me somewhere and I'd go fill in for somebody, and that was fun. Okay, so that's the $18 a month. Okay, inventors never pay for a patent attorney or marketing for your idea. That's a report. So here you have the whole thing. I mean, you'll take a seminar on the internet for $5,000 or something for something like that. I got a report for free that you can have now. You'll have it, within an hour after I hang up on this. Well, actually, I got to go see my wife. Sorry, but maybe a little later. That's it. So, patent attorney for free. I mean, that's thousands and thousands of dollars. How to legally get money and free gifts from your congressman. That's an unutilized resource, man, that people don't realize that's there. Every fat cat in this country is using the hell out of these congressmen. By the way, here's a free, let's go. Oh, have to know how to spell let's go.com. .com. Then let's go help. That's a sign up. And like I say, it's $20. How to get legally get money and free gifts from your congressman. See, what neat thing, like the congressman will fly a flag over the United States Capitol in honor of your mother or any friend or whatever. And what you get is this flag and a certificate signed by the architect of the Capitol that says this flag was flown over on July 13th in honor of Mrs. Linkowski or whatever it is. What a neat thing. It's like $10 or something like that. That's all. Yeah. And that's for your congressman. Who knows? You would know that. Or your parents are married or 85 years old or something. How about a birthday card from Donald Trump? That's what he does. He has a machine that sends it, but then wouldn't that be a kick? That kind of stuff that's available. In Washington, it's not advertised. You don't know. It's just that I've been doing this for so long. I know so many things. Well, here's one neat thing for your congressman. And actually, now you don't need your congressman. You go straight to the Library of Congress. Congress has like 600 PhDs working for them. And they give out term papers every day, every current event. So a congressman, what the hell's going on in Syria today? Well, we got a PhD over at the Library of Congress who's updating that report every day on what's going on in Syria. And they just have to push a button and they get this report. You get that too. So you can win a bar bet and get the latest information. You don't have to worry about Fox News or NBC or anything. No, you get it from PhD. That's all they do. That's their life, not some pretty looking reporter. Who the hell knows what they know? And you get it straight from the horse's mouth, the best information in the world. I mean, that's what's neat, and that's what we have access to in this country. We all have access to the best information in the world because the government generates it. Everybody says, well, it's fake news. Well, that's fine. That's the best you're going to get. You like the census. We spend $10 billion or whatever the hell on the census. So that's marketing information for everybody. I requested to join. Heather, oh, you did. And you did? Good. Okay, I gotta find out what happened there. Yeah, when you join Let's Go Help, what happens is that you join one place, and then you have to log in to the Facebook group. In the Facebook group, you have to request access. Then we got to check you're a paying customer, and then okay. So it may take a half a day to get okay. And then when you're okay, man, you get all these reports and ask me questions and just leave a question. And then if I don't answer in a day or two, just yell at me. I love being yelled at. Okay, I miss it if you don't yell at me. I don't feel like home. So yell at me because I forget a lot of stuff. And that's what happens. Let me give you that website again: free.lesco.com/letsgohelp. And the members that are here, all the lists. Anybody wants a whole list to choose the reports they want, or if you were here long enough to hear the reports I'm doing. The other thing too, the 2 new videos I put up, and they're on YouTube too, is one that tells you about how Google, Facebook, all these people are manipulating. Oh, thank you, William. That's so nice of you. Somebody gave me a tip. Oh, wow. I got to work harder. Thank you, William. How we're manipulated, just like the biggest scam artist for debt relief is a scam artist, and they're number 1 on Google. So everybody's going to go there first, right? And they're the scam artist. So that's what they're able to use you. And so Google does that. Facebook does that. YouTube does that. They hook you in to kinds of things, and there's other ways. If you know what's happening, it's fine. They have a right to do it, but you don't have to put up with it. Or you don't even know it's happening. That's it. They're so subtle. They say it's a relationship, but it isn't. It's sort of like this guy. I did a video on this guy who gave testimony, and he looked like a real smart, nice person too. He worked for Google in their ethics department. I guess he got kicked out because he was too ethical. Amen to the debt scam. But now he talks about how they're like magicians. Magicians say, pick a card, but they're showing you. They get to have you take the card they want you to take. And that's what Google does. They say, oh yeah, search anything, but they show you the stuff they want to show you. And the stuff they want to show you is the stuff that makes them the most money, right? And that's what happened. So the people, that's why Let's Go Help is everything. Every website I give you, every website, all these reports, none of them will ask you for money. They were all there to give you money, not to take your money. And that's what I feel, we need in this country is an alternative to Google that is there to get money from you and to show you all the stuff that's available in our country that gives you money. Not the stuff that takes your money, because they're smart. And they have lots of money, and they'll figure out how to get you. Casey, single mom here, looking for a real way to work from home. Yes, Casey, if you remember, I have a report that shows you a legit way, and it's a free course that you take. Actually, you can maybe find it yourself if you don't want to join. It's in San Francisco about the gig economy and San Francisco government. It's a free course from the San Francisco government on how to make money on the gig economy. And I have that together with all the places that you get work to do that. And people finish the course, make like $1,800 a month. That's the average they're making. Naima, there she is. On 2 mediums today. Nice. Yeah, I'm downtown, Naima. 2 different apartments. I'll tell you about it when we talk later. But yes, Casey, and if let's go .com/let's go help. And here's my email, guys, if you want to get in touch with me. Let's go free radio @gmail.com. Oh, I misspelled Gmail. Let's go free radio @gmail.com. Okay, and Let's Go Help. Yeah, if you don't hear from me in 2 days, just beat on me. The other thing, well, again, to start out on, remember about .gov and .org. They're the places you want to start. My dream, are there programs in Florida to start a music school? There are programs anywhere to start a music school. What do you need to start a music school? You need somebody who's going to pay you money to teach music. Start with that. Go look for somebody who's going to pay you music, pay you money to teach music, because that's what you have to do. You know. So you want to be big? Well, no. You start. Okay, you have two choices. You start big, and you go try to raise $500,000 to do that. Okay. And then when you get $500,000, then you have to figure out all the details how you're going to do that. And when you figure out all those details, that may or may not work. Okay. So the better way to do it is not waste 6 months to a year trying to get $500,000 and to start just getting customers. Find an empty room, somebody, and share the rent, the money you get with them. So you have a place to teach, and you say, Thursday, we're going to do saxophone or whatever the hell it is. Thursday, Tuesday, we're going and you find a place that's cheap or easy or at your library and do it free. It's all about how you're going to get the customers, because after you build this big building and everything, then you got to figure out how to get customers, and then it's too late, because the first idea you have won't work, and the second idea you have probably won't work, and you'll go through 10, 20, 30, 40 until you find something that works. So if you already spent $500,000, you're not going to last that long, because you'll be so worried about making payroll that you won't be able to concentrate. So if you do it the other way around, you start by getting customers, and build it from there how you want it, and find resources to put it if you need a place to practice, or in a music store. Right? Music store is not doing anything on, after 10 o'clock or something, do it there, or early in the morning, kids on the way to school. So you have 7 a.m. music lessons at the music store, because, so they're selling, they like to maybe do something like that because it's business, that somebody will be buying instruments. So you have to think of other ways to do that. There's lots of ways to do that. Also, what I do a lot that seems to be good for people is I go over your idea on the phone and give you ways to get that done without money, or with very little or whatever, and help think through alternatives. And seem to be good at that. If you go to lesko.com/ and I got 100 and some reviews there, that people will tell you, I don't know how I do it, but it comes from the heart. I'm a new member, just wondering about getting a grant for finishing my book. I'm working with a best-selling author ghostwriter, and he's got fee. So you want to write a book? Well, I wouldn't write the book yet, Adam. I would just write a paragraph or two. And then go shopping the idea. People buy book ideas, they don't buy books, I mean, you can, and they do, and anything is possible. But you want to see if that's sellable first. You could sell it with a chapter, you could sell it with an outline, and half a chapter, or whatever, and see if that another way to do it is through crowdfunding authors, and they have videos of people who've done this. Hey, I want to write this book, and they raise 30, 40 grand on crowdfunding to do it. So there's always more than one way, to do all this. Okay, Adam. Anybody else have a question? No. Okay, guys. Well, this is interesting. I've never been an afternoon like this. And I think late at night is better for most people. They're hanging around their PC a little more at that time. But I want to do it. I just have to, I learn this way, and that's the way to grow for me too. So guys, thank you so much. Naima, take care of yourself. Talk to you soon. Everybody else, thanks for putting up with me. And again, beat on me if you don't hear from me in 2 days. And it's www. Did I do that? Probably did it 100 times. free.lesko.com/Let's-Go-Help. Yeah, that's the best thing I have now. YW. What does YW mean? I'm not hip to all this. Talk soon. What's YW? What's YW now? You. U is Y. What's W? You win. What's YW? Oh, you're welcome. Ah, okay, good. Okay, take care, guys. See, we all learn every day.